The film Psycho ranks 18th in the American Film Institute's list of the top 100 American films and 11th in Entertainment Weekly's list of the greatest films in cinema history. It leads the American Film Institute's list of 4 films by director Alfred Hitchcock. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock and starring Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, Vera Miles, John Gavin, Martin Balsam, and John McIntyre, the screenplay was written by Joseph Stefano and produced in 1960. Psycho has been dubbed the king of psychological horror films and is considered a high-level horror movie. It is also one of the most important thrillers, as Hitchcock keeps the audience hooked and intrigued with his traditional and renowned skills, unveiling the killer's identity in a grand finale. The story is based on real events involving a psychotic murderer named Edward Gain, who committed several murders in Wisconsin. The film revolves around a young woman named Marion who works as a secretary in a real estate office and is in a romantic relationship with a man. They wish to marry but lack the financial means, particularly because the man has to pay alimony to his ex-wife. One day, Marion's boss asks her to deposit $40,000 in the bank, but she decides to embezzle the money and flee the city. During her journey, she encounters several problems. Exhausted, she opts to sleep in her car, causing a policeman to question her the next morning. Noticing her evident nervousness, the policeman becomes suspicious. Realizing this, Marion decides to change her car, but the policeman continues to watch her, heightening his suspicions. Marion's disappearance soon becomes apparent at her workplace, prompting calls to her home and her sister's home. They begin to suspect that Marion has fled with the money. On her way, heavy rain obscures her vision, leading her to stop at a small motel run by a quiet young man. The young man lives with his domineering mother in a house on a hill nearby. The motel owner offers Marion dinner in the reception room after his mother refuses to let him take her to their home. The conversation between Marion and the motel owner in the reception room is unsettling. After dinner, Marion returns to her room for a shocking surprise. Meanwhile, a private investigator is hired to search for Marion, and her sister and fiancé also start looking for her, hoping to convince her to return the money, as the owner of the money would not press charges if she returned it. After an extensive investigation into Marion's disappearance, involving both the police and the private detective who is killed during the investigation, the film concludes with an unexpected twist. It is revealed that the young man suffers from multiple personality disorder and had been impersonating his deceased mother when he committed the murder in the hotel. Psycho broke many American cinematic traditions and paved the way for hundreds of horror and violence films based on suspense. One of the most famous scenes in cinema, the bathroom murder scene, left a lasting impact on viewers and became synonymous with actress Janet Leigh, who played the role.